My boyfriend is angry at me because we went to go see a movie he didn't like. We went to see a movie with mixed reviews. I had wanted to see it because I thought it would be fun, but he didn't want to see it because of the mixed reviews. I covered the cost and we went. I thought it was fun and campy and I liked it. He hated it. That's fine. It happens. But it's like he thinks this means more than it does. He told me it was a waste of his time and I should have trusted him when he said he wouldn't like it. I told him I just like to give things a try and he said he doesn't, and I was completely inconsiderate of his feelings. He says he's literally lost time in his life for me now and he thinks it's a sign I maybe am not who he should be spending the rest of his life with. This seems really exaggerated to me. It wasn't like I convinced him. He said, but it got bad reviews, and I said, come on. It might be fun, and he said, okay, but only if you're paying. We haven't been having issues recently, but I was thinking maybe he's looking for an excuse to break up with me, and when I suggested that to him, he says it just proves his point that I don't listen and don't care about how he feels. I swear I'm not an uncaring person, so this is really out of nowhere. He says he's literally lost time in his life for me now and he thinks it's a sign I maybe am not who he should be spending the rest of his life with. That seems like a very unreasonable reaction to me. He thinks it's a sign I maybe am not who he should be spending the rest of his life with. Take him up on his offer. So what if he thought he wouldn't like it? He went because you wanted to go on a date. He didn't enjoy it. Next time he can pick. Life goes on. He's being ridiculous. You enjoyed it. I think there's something deeper going on here though to cause that kind of reaction. It's time to sit down and talk about it. I agree with the others. This is an overblown reaction and I think it is covering up something deeper. Are there other red flags that things are going south? This happened to me and my boyfriend before. But it ended differently. We went to go see a movie I wanted to see. I liked it and he didn't. But he went because I wanted to see it. I told him we'll go watch a movie he wants next time. We went to go grab a bite to eat afterwards. And I talked about all the things I liked about it and he talked about all the things he didn't like about it, and conversations and other movie references just sprouted from that. I learned new things about him and he learned new things about me and it was a great time. I think your BF is acting selfishly. When you like someone, you'd normally just make the best out of the situation instead of continuously harping about it. If anything, if I was your BF, it sounded like a good opportunity to learn more about you through your movie tastes. I don't understand his reaction. My husband is famous for picking the absolute worst movies to watch and we still laugh about every single one of them. He now refuses to pick the movie, aka using it as an excuse to let me do the research and pick it. So his reaction is a big red flag. The majority have already said it. But I will say it again because this deserves more than a simple, I agree, comment. He basically just told you, in different words, that he doesn't care about your feelings or wants and doesn't enjoy spending time with you unless it's an activity he likes, i.e. things he would also enjoy if you weren't there at all. He's also pointing to the fact that you should cater to him and disregard yourself. The only reasonable thing he said was that you probably shouldn't spend the rest of your life with him. That's a controlling narcissist psychological warfare tactic. You're allowed to pick the movie sometimes. And it's allowed to be bad. Just like I'm sure there are TV shows and movies he chooses that you don't like. I've seen tons of movies that I didn't like. But never ever has the outcome of the movie not being enjoyed ever once translated to the person I'm dating feeling like they should not date me anymore. You did not waste his time. You went out and saw a movie that he didn't like. It has nothing to do with your relationship. He's attempting to groom you into future submission by shaming you for his lack of enjoyment. His passive-aggressive comment purposely and strategically ties together your value to his time and enjoyment. And since you convinced him to waste his time, anytime in the future he's going to be right. Cut this guy loose now. He's too immature. And he will twist things over and over to get GHI's way. I watch Love Island with my fiancé. Lol. She also makes me watch true crime documentaries and videos on financial systems past and present. Do I enjoy what I am watching? Not particularly. But I love the time we spend together while watching these. It's about the memories we create, so I love it. She on the other hand watches my superhero and Lord of the Rings marathon with me. So yeah, your BF is an asshole. He either didn't want to see it for a completely different reason than the reviews, and he didn't want to tell you. Maybe it reminds him of a trauma he suffered or something. Or he's completely overreacting and you should probably break up. Either way, how he's taking this out on you is wrong. But if you think it could be the first option, then you should try to find out what the real reason might be. If he is gonna act like an entitled 8-year-old over a fucking movie, he is right. You shouldn't spend the rest of your life with him. What in the world? Has he ever reacted to a minor inconvenience this extremely before? Off topic, but it's DEH. Right? But also, he's overreacting and it's kinda obvious he is. A bad movie is a dumb excuse to be mad. Was it Malignant? He said he'd go if you paid. And you did. It was 2 hours. Not the end of the world. Genuine overreaction. Look, I know Reddit is famous for jumping right to break up with him right TF now. But OMG, break up with him right TF now. Read what you wrote. Do you really need strangers on the internet to verify that his reaction is bonkers? Honestly, I dated a guy who was a little bit like this. And my self-esteem was low enough to internalize it. We went to a movie that he suggested. I had never even heard of it for some reason. And he ended up hating it. It wasn't what he thought it was going to be, and I absolutely loved it. And as we left, I was so excited and I kept saying, OMG. I loved that movie. Wow. That was incredible. I just absolutely loved it. And he finally snapped at me with, OMG. You love everything. So that's not really saying much, is it? Which sure did shut me up. And I spent the whole ride home forcing myself not to cry. Because I liked a movie that he didn't. Nothing got better from there. I wasted 4 years of my life. Finally walked away with nothing to show for it. He shattered my heart in the end, and he did it without any hint of remorse or sign that losing me hurt him at all. Maybe the man you're with has a good partner inside him. But maybe, even with all the therapy or growth or maturity in the world, he's just a jerk who thinks his life should be a non-stop stream of pleasurable and positive stimulation, and that anyone who doesn't conform to that disordered worldview is an enemy who must be blamed, ridiculed, punished, and/or abandoned. Don't go trying to solve that mystery when the world is so full of other human beings who aren't. Good luck. Angry at the movie and loss of time. Fine, I guess. Some movies really suck. Mad at you cause the movie sucked. Very small PP energy. How old are you guys? What? Time spent with people you like is never wasted. I love watching bad movies with my friends. We make a lot jokes and have fun. He sounds really immature and boring. You did nothing wrong. I'd leave a person that has that kind of mindset. Good God. What was the film? You heartless swine. Oh my God, drama king GGGG. Dump his ass.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.